Once, if we do require our voices, we ought not to deny him.
We may, sir, if we will.
We have power in ourselves to do it, but it is a power that we have no power to do. For if he show us his wounds and tell us his deeds, we are to put our tongues in those wounds and speak for them. So, if he tell us his noble deeds, we must also tell him our noble acceptance of them. Ingratitude is monstrous, and for the multitude to be ungrateful were to make a monster of the multitude, of the which we, being members, should bring ourselves to be monstrous members.
To make us no better thought of, a little help will serve. For once we stood up about the corn, he himself stuck not to call us the many-headed multitude.
We have been called so of many. Not that our heads are some brown, some black, some Abram, some bald, but that our wits are so diversely colored, and truly, I think, if all our wits were to issue out of one skull, they would fly east, west, north, south, and their consent of one direct way should be at once to all the points of the compass.
Think you so? Which way do you judge my wit would fly?
Nay, your wit will not so soon out as another man's will. 'Tis strongly wedged up in a blockhead. But if it were at liberty, 'twould, sure, southward,
Why that way?
to lose itself in a fog, where being 3 parts melted away with rotten dews, the 4th will return for conscience sake, to help to get thee wife.
You are never without your tricks. You may, you will.
Are you all resolved to give your voices? But that's no matter, the greater part carries it. I say, if he would incline to the people, there was never a worthier man.
This particular part of the play shows us the significance of democracy, of the common people's voices. In this scene, the citizens are realizing the power that they hold. But it is a power that we have no power to do, the third citizen said, communicating that although they have the power to deny Coriolanus's consulship, they do not have a good enough reason to do so, and just like how they are often characterized as monstrous, here they realize that they really could be.
So, democracy, or the power of the people, is a quite significant theme that appears many times throughout the story. Therefore, we think that this scene is important because it gives us a glimpse of how Rome's democracy system actually works. This scene is also significant as later on in the story, we get to see the rather dark sides of said democracy, in which the tribunes often manipulate or influence the citizens to get the outcome they desire. And that the citizens, as a multitude of people, are too easily swayed in their opinion, too easily affected.
In a democratic society, all government policies are made based on input from the people, by the people, and for the people. However, this line implies that in practice, even though we as society have the right to voice our aspirations, we are often forced to follow the political will of the more powerful people.
For us, especially as Indonesian citizens, we living under a democratic system. This part of the story can help us reflect on our own democracy. This quote speaks to the idea that while individuals have the power to make change, there are often systematic barriers and power structures that limit our ability to have meaningful impact on our policies. Therefore, it is still relevant to us as people living in the 21st century because to this day, we still having the same problem as those shown in the script.